Hello, welcome to Parkbench, Fort Myers. I'm Pamela Pipher with VIP Realty Commercial. And this afternoon, we're at the ACT Gallery here in Fort Myers on First Street, and we're talking with Tom Breckenridge, a local artist. Hi, Tom. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
So, Tom, tell us about the ACT Gallery. What is its function? What does it do? What can people find here?
So the ACT Gallery is a gallery primarily for art for local artists, but it's a charity for the battered women's shelter that's here in Lee County. And so this is the place you would come to find art, all kinds of art, from fine art to abstract to just about anything you could think of. There's a huge variety. There's probably 40 artists at any given week that have art here. There's two featured artists each month that are featured here in the front gallery, the main gallery, and our back gallery. And
you are a featured artist this month, correct?
I am. I'm the featured artist this month.
Congratulations.
Thank you. This is the second time I've been the featured artist here. So there's also, this is because of the charity, a lot of people have donated all kinds of jewelry, clothes, shoes, pocketbooks, and some things even come from factory outlet stores that have been directly donated. So it's a great place to pick up some special treasures and souvenirs and things of that such.
So my understanding is there's several shelters around that people in domestic situations can seek a safe place, and there's counseling that are provided for these people in this kind of situation. It's a neutral, safe place. That's my understanding.
Correct. There's 3 facilities here in the county that, and there's lots of counseling and counselors that are provided. It's for domestic abuse locally, and it deals with that, and it's a safe place for primarily for women and their children to be able to go in when they're having a crisis in their life.
What a great cause. Thank you. So let's talk about the artwork again. Let's talk about you and your style. Talk to me, what inspires you with your artwork? Where do you get your inspiration from? What type of medium do you use? And what typically can we find in your artwork? Do you have a certain style?
I primarily use acrylics. I've only been painting for 3 years. I've never had an art lesson, which is a compliment, I think, but it's also probably explains why my work is not at a finished level that a lot of artists have reached. But I enjoy it because I like to challenge myself. I look at complicated pictures and settings and animals and different things, and I used to think, well, I'm sure I probably can't paint that, and then I would try, and I found out that it actually worked out generally. And sometimes I would paint it a second time, and if I did, I would. It's a puzzle. It's a way to try to problem solve, and I'll find a way to paint something. So really, there's not many subjects that I don't feel comfortable painting. So I do commission work. People, when they're looking for something, their pets or something, maybe a photograph or something they would love to have painted. Well, it's not always easy to find an artist that can paint what they're asked for. A lot of artists have to produce only, or can only produce, what they actually do well or what they are motivated to paint. And so I'm pretty flexible and can paint a lot of subjects. And
I understand that you also did some art, exterior art, on for an establishment on Fort Myers Beach. Can you tell us about that?
Yep, I'm doing I'm doing murals now, and on business walls, and I enjoy that. There's the Reef. Well, it was the Reef Bar in Fort Myers Beach that painted fish and shark and sea turtles and things of that such on the building, and it's just sold now to the new owners that have the shark bar, and they're relocating to that location, so they're commissioned me to paint more sharks on the walls.
Congratulations.
So I'm looking for it. I enjoy that, and it's big. I mean, to just basically be painting small canvases, medium-sized canvases, to go to painting whole walls was.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It was intimidating, but it was a lot of fun, and then worked out so well when I stood back and saw that it was as good as I expected or better. I was just blown away. So not only was it fun, it was rewarding to see how it turned out.
Okay. Well, congratulations on that. Tell me, how long have you been in Fort Myers?
I've been here for 3 years.
And what do you love about it here?
I love what I love the best about Fort Myers is up north you have the seasonal changes of the weather and the leaves and things change. Well, down here the leaves don't change, but the population does, because we have the snowbirds. The population more than doubles in the winter compared to the summer. There's so much more energy in the winter. There's so much more people, and everyone's down here doing things. And in the summer it's just hot and slower. There's less people, so the energy is less. It's more laid back, and it's just more the local. So it's a whole different feel.
So we get a seasonal change, not like you think of in the north.
Not a northern seasonal change, but it is a Florida seasonal change, and it's a people energy.
So when we get people that come visit, we have this whole intense energy, and then when they leave, it's more laid back, and it's about us relating to one another and the people in the community. Yeah, I love it.
And it's not just the energy from the Northerners; it's the locals. We get excited. First of all, it's cooler, it's more comfortable. We want to do things, and because of their excitement of being down here, it gets the locals excited. So everyone's energy picks up.
Yeah.
And then when they leave, and it's a break. In the summer, it just slows down. It's just more of a Florida style of the Keys type atmosphere. The islands it's a more, there's not a rush to be going and doing stuff as much. It's more we'll get there when we get there. But in the winter it's go go go, and that's what I like about this
more
area.
Intense. Yeah.
Very intense.
Your artwork, your customers, what would you say your customers love about your work, and what would you say one of your more memorable experiences are?
Okay, so I would say that when I'm here at the gallery and I sell a piece of my artwork to someone, that's the most rewarding thing to me, is to see that the appreciation they have for my work. And I sell other people's art also, and I feel the same. I get the same sensation of the enthusiasm that the person has towards that piece of art. And when it's mine, it's extra special. When I'm not here at the gallery and another artist sells one of my pieces of work, and I hear and I get informed that one of my pieces sold, it's rewarding that, and I feel good that I sold it, but I feel a little disappointed that I didn't get to actually meet the person that bought the piece, because that's extra special, just to really see them be attached to something, because our art as artists there's an attachment to it. A lot of times we don't even want to sell some pieces.
It's so personal.
It's personal.
It's personal for the person that's creating it, and it's personal, I think, for the person who's buying it. So I think there's a connection, a bond there.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm very much an art enthusiast, so yeah, right. I buy art. I'm not necessarily an artist per se myself, but I definitely buy art. Well, thank you for that. Tell me, when someone wants to get a hold of you and your art here at the gallery, is the best place. Does the gallery have a Facebook? Do you have a Facebook? What's the best way to reach both yourself or the gallery?
I sell my artwork on a website called artpal.com, and then all of my work is you can see work that I've produced. Some of the originals have sold, but you can also purchase prints from that website. But if you ever called the gallery, they could always refer people to me, and I do commissions. So when people are
what's the best way to reach you if someone wants to commission you?
My phone and my phone number is available on the website, or here at the gallery they have my number that they can give out. I'm very personable. I'm not. I don't spend a lot of time on a computer, and I don't do a whole lot of emailing. So texting and calling is the easiest way to get in touch with me.
Yeah, I remember that's how we had to connect, was texting.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm a texting person. It's great. Do you know, does the gallery have a website as well, or Facebook?
They do. They have a website. Actually, I believe it's on Facebook, and it's limited because I don't believe that there's a webmaster that is doing a large platform for it.
So there's probably something simple.
Yeah,
I'll
it
be
is
able
very
to-
simple, but it has so much potential that it could be,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it will be in the future.
Okay, well, I will look it up and make sure it's linked on Parkbench, Fort Myers. So, is there anything else about you, something unique that maybe people don't know? I know I learned that you're originally a Marine, so tell us something unique about Tom Breckenridge.
Well, I've traveled around the world. I've been to 17 countries and 5 continents, and I think I think people would appreciate our country more if they've been to other countries that are less developed and realize how good we have it here. I think some people take it for granted.
Yeah, I have to agree with that statement. I've traveled a great deal too, and I'm an American girl through and through. Tom, thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing your art with us. Thank you for sharing the ACT Gallery with us. We appreciate it.
Sure.